Money. Facebook losing the trust of millions of its users this week as the company comes under fire for its privacy practices, or perhaps a better word for it would be lack thereof. Now CEO Mark Zuckerberg did finally break his silence this afternoon, saying he made mistakes and vowed to protect user data. But the scandal does bring to light questions about how safe your information is online and whether big tech companies need to adapt to new types of technology, like maybe blockchain. So will Facebook's pain be blockchain's gain? For more, let's bring in RBC analyst Mitch Steves. Mitch, great to have you with us.
Yep, thank you for having me.
The fundamental problem that Facebook faced was that it had agreed with a third party that this third party can tap and scrape data, but then that third party went ahead and distributed that data to another party. If there was a way to track this data and where it went, maybe this could have been caught earlier or even prevented. Could blockchain be the answer to that, to actually be able to track where data goes?
Yeah, so I'll be very careful here with my wording. So if you want to use blockchain technology in Facebook's environment, for example, you could actually track what was sent to who. So what I mean by that is, let's say you load up a photo, you could tell if that photo was sent to a third party, if it was sent to somebody who didn't want to see it through privacy settings. But the one problem there that it does not solve is it does not allow you to stop it. So let's say Facebook decides to sell your photo to somebody, some advertiser in, I don't know, Korea or something like that. You would be able to see that transaction happened, but you would not be able to prevent that transaction from occurring in the first place.
Is it possible, and I know this is sort of projection, and I'm not sure if you could even answer this, but is it possible to actually use that, but then create a program or layer in maybe artificial intelligence so that it will flag the fact that it has been distributed to another party, that the transaction has continued to somebody else?
Yeah, you could 100% track all this stuff. So the way I would describe it is, let's use Bitcoin as an example because it's the easiest one, right? The two problems that Bitcoin solves is that first, you can see every single transaction. So if you use blockchain technology in the Facebook example you're giving, you could track every single time that photo is sent. So let's say I only wanted my mother to see it. I could see if she sent it to somebody else because there would be a digital footprint to track it, right? The problem that it does not solve if you use it in a centralized environment is that it doesn't prevent them from doing it, though. So let's say I want to send my photo to my mom and that's it. It doesn't actually prevent her from sending it to somebody else. So that is kind of the difference between blockchain and decentralization. And so blockchain would solve the transparency issue, but it would not solve the control issue you have.
All right. The last time we spoke,
So I'm very happy to be able to show this. This is great news that the mainstream media is basically promoting blockchain technology and showing its utility, which is great. This will hopefully attract other investors, and hopefully they do implement stuff like this in the future to allow people to know where their information and their content is going. So obviously there's still limitations, and with the development of etherum and smart contracts, maybe in the future, maybe it's when a third generation cryptocurrency in blockchain is developed where you can actually then delete it or have control over that transaction. So right now we don't have that technology, and he's right to point that out, but you never know in the future. But from an investing standpoint, it's just good to see that obviously what Facebook is doing is not good. It's a problem, and to have a mainstream media outlet share this kind of information that, hey, with blockchain you'll have more control over this, and you can hopefully solve problems in the future is good. Hopefully it brings in some additional investors into the cryptocurrency market. But let me know what you guys think. Please, if you haven't had a chance, subscribe to the channel. I'll be sharing more news like this, and hopefully if you leave good comments, I can also continue to produce good content for you guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon.